All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Live from Remis's Basement. This is episode 2. If you're not already, follow this channel or hit that subscribe button, like the video, turn on the notifications is a big help toward growing the channel. I want to welcome in my guest for this second episode. You've seen him on part of TSN's Bar Down, Jesse Pollock, also a big superstar on Instagram and TikTok. Welcome, Jesse. Thanks so much for hopping on.
Of course, Mike. Great to see you, man. I just want to point out that my entrance into the industry really began with you and the guys from Illegal Curves. So it's great. It's great to do this, and I'll never forget that. That was an awesome time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. I showed you the ropes at the TSN 1290
Oh,
studios, and I also want to point out that we did grow up together. We were neighbors at a very young age, and I do remember playing some Sega Genesis with you very early on.
yes, man. And you were also wearing a Mariners hat back then, so some things don't change.
Yeah. Well,
Love
Jesse, I'm so glad to have you on as the guest here because we did have the big Patrik Laine trade, and I know you on Bar Down are the biggest Jets fan, the biggest Laine fan. And when the trade went down, the first thing I thought of was, man, I hope Jesse's okay. And I saw you were on Instagram live right away with Carlo Koliakovo. But I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, how are you dealing with this Laine trade?
Man, honestly, like I'm sure I speak on behalf of a lot of Jets fans. It's really sad when we draft this guy, and this isn't just a normal player. This is like a such a unique personality, so much fun. People love consuming him, and just like that, he's gone after 4 years. This is a guy who we drafted to be probably a lifer with the Jets, and things just didn't work out. Obviously, he had his reasons for wanting to leave. And honestly, I'm not really angry about it. I'm actually just honestly sad. It's pretty disappointing how things shook out, but I don't really think Columbus is a great spot for him. If I'm being honest, I think it's not even a lateral move. I think it's a downgrade. I don't think it's going to work out great for him in Columbus. If I'm being totally honest with you, but we'll see. He could obviously prove me wrong, but I don't really like the fit there, and yeah, I'm a little upset.
I could see you did do the lap for him on your TikTok. I enjoyed. Had to pour one out. You watched the first game. I saw you were watching his first game yesterday. Early impressions of seeing him in the blue and white of the Blue Jackets, and I guess red. They were wearing the reverse retros.
Man, it was so weird. Like like we posted a video of him as well going onto the ice for practice ahead of the game. And by the way, everyone should check it out. Line gives like a little thumbs up to the camera. Just like
Yeah.
doesn't look that happy, but it's Line, so Jets fans know that he's not actually upset. He just like it's just the way he is. And Brad Marchand just comments, he looks thrilled.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you guys posted that.
Yeah, hilarious. So I don't know. I mean, I guess Columbus is getting really what they need. They need a lot more. They're going to need a lot more if they want Line to really be an effective player there. But it was weird, man. I don't know. It was very very weird. It didn't really sink in. Like, oh my god, like Line. Like I've been defending this guy against Austin Matthews for like 4 years now, calling him better than Austin Matthews, and now obviously I'm finally willing to come out and say Matthews is clearly a better player.
What? Are you saying it on this show? I mean, this is going to be breaking news
I,
online. Are you coming out and saying that Matthews is better than Laine?
I'm saying it now. I don't have the same attachment to this player, and I got to be real here. Yeah, I'm saying it right now.
Oh, this is breaking news right here. Jesse Pollock says Matthews is better than Laine. I wanted to get to who he was traded for. Pierre-Luc Dubois. I mean, they're all in the same draft. Dubois being number 3. I mean, you have to be excited about him on the Jets, I would think. They've wanted this second line center for so long, and it seems like they finally got their guy.
100%. I actually think Dubois is the best player in the trade. I think he's a better player than Line. I understand Line is a great goal scorer, and goal scorers like that don't come around very often, but PLD is so much more of a need for the Jets. We've been seeking the second line center for years, as you said. And if you really look at it, look, we got Scheifele signed for like for so many more years. Okay, we have a guy like Ehlers signed for so many more years. Okay, we got Blake Wheeler, who's going to start to get older. The Jets' window to win is kind of in the next potentially few years, if you really think about it. Like our best players, we know we're going to have for the next couple of years, and Perfetti, we drafted to be a center, of course, but who knows when Perfetti is going to be an effective center? I mean, when you get a guy like PLD, you're really accelerating this win now mode. It's like finally, because obviously you win up the middle, you win with your centers, and now we don't have to wait for anyone to develop. We have PLD, we have Scheifele. It's as good as any center duo in the league. And I just think he's going to make his line mate so much better. I think Ehlers is going to just explode with PLD. And I actually like the trade for Winnipeg. I think all things considered, Winnipeg got a great return. I don't think we could have gotten a better return, if I'm being honest with you, given the circumstance. And I think PLD is just going to thrive in Winnipeg. I think he's going to break out with us. He was so good in Columbus last year in the playoffs. And I've had also the chance to meet him once. I actually coached him at a charity hockey tournament.
Yeah, as the coach, were you in uniform?
As the coach, he was. Listen, he's a very coachable guy, in my opinion. No, he is a really nice guy. Like he's very chill. Like I think he's really going to enjoy Winnipeg, and to find a player be that excited to come to Winnipeg, you just don't see it very often. So, damn, I'm right on the PLD train. Let's go.
Okay, now have you already having the meetings to refocus your bar down content to like the Jets have the best center duo in the Canadian division? Like Scheifele and Dubois are better than Tavares and Matthews. Is that what's going to go on next? Is that in the future?
Well, I think my new focus needs to be PLD over Laine.
Yeah.
or now maybe Matthews over Laine now. Who knows? I got to shake it up, but I don't know. It's honestly, man, it's so disappointing. Like it's just really, and like as much as I want to say like I love Laine, he's the man. I'm still going to cheer for him, obviously, because he's a beauty. But like, he wanted to leave Winnipeg, and
yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people like you who have jerseys will probably still follow him and have that attachment to him as a player who was drafted by the Jets. Moving on, we can touch on the Jets season so far. I know you're watching all the games. I mean, what have you thought? They just finished the game 2 of 4 in a row versus Calgary.
I think the Jets are looking pretty good. There's a couple games that maybe we should have won that we didn't win. Like that first game against Calgary, we definitely could have won. But yeah, I've actually been pretty impressed with the Jets. I think the Jets are a couple pieces away from potentially being a very serious contender. Like if Winnipeg can get a couple of stud defensemen, I mean, the sky is really the limit with this team. Our top 6 can compete with any in the league. Our third line has been unreal. Like our depth guys have been just great. And we've had some defensemen step up and play okay, but I keep thinking back to that 2018 team, and it's like, wow, we legitimately had a Stanley Cup roster that year, 100%. We could have won the cup, and we lost to stupid Vegas. I hate Vegas.
Yeah,
I respect them. I respect Vegas, and hate is a strong word, but like, man, does Vegas ever piss me off?
I have nightmares of Marc-Andre Fleury making saves from that series. I'll never forget, again, the feeling after Game 1 thinking the Jets were for sure going to the Cup. And then it obviously they're getting swept 4 in a row after winning Game 1.
How often do these opportunities come to go to the Stanley Cup, like go on these runs? They're so rare. And like the one year that it just all makes sense for the Jets, Vegas in their first season in the league blows it for us.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We thought that maybe they would be back there quicker. Hasn't happened. It seems like this could be there. You talk about the depth on forward. I mean, Andrew Kopp has stepped up. Mason Appleton had a crazy snipe a couple days ago in Game 1 against Calgary. I mean, it's funny. You look at these games against Calgary; they're pretty tight. But then you remember, the Jets have Pierre-Luc Dubois coming in. And, I mean, he's going to make a huge impact, probably playing in all situations. How do you see these lines shaking out. Where I don't even know how you would fit these in. They just have so many good players.
It's a great question. Like, obviously, everyone's wondering what's going to happen with a guy like, Paul Stastny. I would imagine Stastny is going to move to the wing because, I mean, unless you move him on as our third line center, but what, then when you move Lowry to the wing, if that's the case? I don't know. It's weird. I think Stastny's going to stay in the top six. I think Adam Lowry's been great too. I mean, this is a very deep team, but yeah, I don't know. I guess the question becomes, do you keep Andrew Kopp and like do you want to keep Andrew Kopp in the top six role? Which I don't. I feel like we're gonna move Kopp down to the third line and keep Stastny in the top six. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see Ehlers and Pierre-Luc Dubois together. To be honest with you, I think Ehlers has so much potential, and to give him like a real good center. And yeah, that's just kind of my take. I'm excited to see how it pans out. What about you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they got Ehlers. Ehlers and Kopp seem to be together. I mean, Kopp played the most minutes last night for the Jets, and I don't know if that's something that's going to continue. But I mean, he's had a great season. Appleton has stepped up. It seems like, yeah, I think you're right. They'll probably move Stastny to the wing, and maybe you do Dubois, Stastny, Ehlers, but I think it changes from game to game. I know they went away from the Scheifele Connor Weir line, but I think they always like to go back to it. But so it's really hard to make any predictions. Things can change. I think Appleton will end up going to the third line with Lowry, and Perreault was pretty good, but maybe Kopp slides. I think Kopp would probably slide in there. That makes the most sense. And
That's
then
insane. That's a really good third line. That's
yeah.
like a really good third line.
Yeah, I think they're very solid, and I agree. They just probably need one big-time defenseman. Maybe you make a trade at the deadline. I mean, really hard to make trades now because guys have to quarantine. But
I know.
But the forward group is looking very stacked, and I'm looking forward to seeing them playing. How they stack up against Montreal and Toronto because early on they're just beating up on Ottawa here for 3 games, which is fine because you need to win those games. But
100%.
last one here, Jesse. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. I had to ask you this. I know you're a big fan of the outdoor rink, the ODR. How can if I want to go, what's the best way to go and not look like a total squid?
Well, funny you say that. Today I literally posted a photo of me dressed as a squid at the ODR. Like very, very ironic that you bring that up. I don't know, man. Like, first of all, you gotta do up you gotta put the laces through enough of the holes. Like you can't be leaving like 3 things at the top and going tongues out and thinking you're sweet and then just breaking your ankles out there, Remis. Like, I know you're breaking your ankles out there, but I know you're falling all over the place. Like tighten those laces around those ankles. What else? I don't know. You gotta wear flame tape.
One thing I used to do on the ODR that I stopped. I used to go and wear like skinny jeans. But I'm all about the tight jogger sweatpants now.
Would your good friend and my cousin Kevin Minuk rip you for wearing skinny jeans at the ODR? I'm sure he did.
I'm sure some people would rip me. I don't know. I think it's a good look. I just wanted to.
But whoa. That's like such a recipe for getting frostbite or something. You got to protect those legs.
Yeah, believe me, I've switched off the skinny jeans, going with Under Armour tights and sweats. It's important. Hey, I know you're into hockey fashion, so I figured I would ask you to see what the best way to go.
Yeah, you again, like flame tape is essential at the ODR.
Flame tape.
Definitely not skinny jeans. You got to wear like sweats and like you got to throw on some Jets attire. Like, let's go. Let people know what you're all about. I mean, I guess in Toronto it's a little different because like everyone here wears stupid Leafs gear, but actually you should wear that Western Conference purple jersey, All-Star jersey.
Yeah,
that's sick.
I only have the biggest beauty jerseys behind me right now.
Can you go into detail? I think I see like Maxim Afinoganov.
Yeah, yeah, that's one there. Yeah.
I don't know. Is that an 81 Avalanche jersey?
Oh, it's 8. Oh, you're seeing in reverse. It's 18. It's an Alex Tanguay Avalanche third.
Oh, that's sick.
And Joe set behind my head. Joe Sakic, 2002 Team Canada. And
that is a sick jersey.
That's the one I always wear. And then I have like a Ducks and Ducks and Panthers. I just snipe. I just check out like Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace and see what I can find.
Man, that's sick. You should talk to my little brother Jaden. He's all about that stuff.
Nice. Well, I'll have to give him a call. Well, Jesse, thank you so much for hopping on live from my basement. Hopefully, next time you're in Winnipeg, we can have you. I know I was talking with your brother about playing Ken Griffey Jr. baseball for N64. So hopefully, we can get it done at some point when this dumb pandemic is over. But thank you.
Sure, but you can't be the Mariners though, man, because we both know that they're the best team in the game. Randy Johnson's throwing 106 mile per hour super fastballs. I ain't hitting against those.
Yeah, I knew Edgar Martinez and Griffey got the biggest circles, so you can't beat those guys.
Griffey and then Edgar.
And the,
Craziest.
Yeah, crazy. Well, thank you again, Jesse. You're doing such a great job. Follow him on Instagram, TikTok, Jesse Pollock 22, on Twitter, jpolly22, and check him out again at Bar Down as part of TSN. Thank you so much, Jesse. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Of course, Mike, anytime. And if you ever want to chat Jets again, let me know.